It's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. We've got Irvin. Green is out there with Oakley. Then it's Jordan. And it's Macy in at the point guard position. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Gervin. It's deflected. Macy against Irving. Pass to Dawkins. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Chicago. He said it's certainly a test for them, defending one of the league's most dangerous offenses. He told me it's not a matter of shutting them down. That's unrealistic. But if we stick to our principles, communicate, and try to take away the easy stuff, we'll give ourselves a chance. Kevin, we'll see how they look out there.
Thanks, Doris. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
Yeah, and that's why they've got to be ultra-focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
And I have no doubts that they will be. As bluntly as Coach put it to Doris, I'm sure he was even more blunt when he was talking to his guys.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Bulls still looking like they're getting going. Still without a basket in the game.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Bulls on D. It's a 5-point game. Bibby passes to Dawkins. Here's McGinnis. Good on the leaner.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Bibby against Mason. Green, the screen. Gervin outside. Now the pass to Macy. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Irving against Jordan. Here's Dawkins. Irving passes to McGinnis. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. McGinnis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
The shot by Dawkins is no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And Gervin kicks to Jordan. Screen by Oakley. Irving against Mason. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They'll shoot 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. That's his first taste.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Bulls also changing it up. Dave Corzine, he's checked in for Oakley. Higgins comes in for Green, and it's Paxson in for Michael Jordan. The 76ers leading by 5. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Free passes to Catchings. Pass to Mix. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Paxson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Ryan against Gervin.
Oh, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. And it's denied, but they recover it. And the Bulls with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Ryan passes to Catchings, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Here is Paxson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dunleavy buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
And a change here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Collins. McGinnis out there with Irving. Then it's Catchings, and it's free at the 1 spot. Bulls trail by 11. Paxson kicks it over to Corzine. Outside Jordan. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Left side, Irving. Stolen. Paxson with the ball. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jordan's got his first points in this one.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Free against Paxson. Pass to Collins. There's the dish to Irving. And Jordan sends it back. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Dawkins checked in for Catchings. Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Clock at 4. 3 passes to Dawkins. Off target from the baseline.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bibby's checked in. Dawkins kicks to Irving. They set the screen. He dishes it to Collins. Bibby passes to McGinnis. Shoots it. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Jordan, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Bibby passes to Dawkins. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Dawkins has got 6.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
The drive by Jordan. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. McGinnis' shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Paxson against Bibby. Kicks it to Green. It's intercepted. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Here's McGinnis. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Paxson kicks to Green. Pass to Higgins. Green, the screen. Here's Higgins. Bibby covering. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Jordan outside from beyond the arc and then some. Jordan's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mix checked in for McGinnis. Bryant comes in for Irving. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Collins. Gervin's checked in for the Bulls. Macy comes in for John Paxson. Here's Dawkins. No luck. Oakley with some nice D. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bryant. And now Bibby pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Dunleavy's shot is off. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Green. It's Chicago with another bucket.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Jordan dishes to Green. Back to Jordan. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Macy, that's good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's Jordan. 11 points in the game. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Bulls as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He has 11 points and the 2 nice steals as well. Good contribution for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
So for Chicago right now, Irvin out there with Green, and it's Michael Jordan, then it's Macy, and it's Oakley in at the 5. Feeds it to Irvin. The shot misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Irving attacking. Collins passes it to Bibby. Here's Dawkins. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Jordan. And Dawkins pulls it down.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Chicago trailing here. Now Macy. Jordan, high post. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Macy against Bibby. He feeds it to Collins. There's the pick. Here's McGinnis, and again, it's Philadelphia.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Macy against Bibby. Green, the screen. Here's Jordan. That's tipped.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Bulls making a change here. Paxson's checked in. Screen by Oakley. Shoots a fader. No good. In and out off the rim.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Irving. Can't hit. Good D by Jordan. Irving's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Gervin passes to Paxson. Jordan inside. He's covered by Irving. And it's Jordan with the jam.
All right. And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Catchings comes in for Dawkins, and Free subbed in for Bibby. And a change for the Bulls. Corzine's checked in. Free passes to McGinnis. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Michael Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Jordan scored the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Outside Irving. There's the pass to Free. Here's Catchings, covered by Gervin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Paxson against Free. Gervin outside to the paint, shoots off the screen and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. To the left side wing. Here's Collins from outside off the mark. Here's Chicago. Gervin passes to Paxson. The drive by Jordan. Out of hand on it. Gervin against Collins. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Irving against Jordan. Passes it to Catchings. Shot clock at 6. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Irving against Gervin. Shoots from 12. Bank shot, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Catchings. Here's McGinnis. Gervin with the steal. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Bibby is out there with Free. Then there's Irving. And it's Mix. And it's McGinnis in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Bibby against Mason. Here's Free. Irving kicks to Bibby. Irving against Gervin. Just 5 on the clock to take the lead. And Julius Irving again. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the 76ers. Bibby against Mason. It's Gervin on the wing. Screen by Corzine. Gervin against Irving. And that one's good. Gervin's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Guys, you take a look at that box score. 5 turnovers for him. I think he's got to avoid the high-risk plays. Just be solid out there.
Dawkins checked in for the 76ers.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys, right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
World B3 gets the bucket.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
It's Gervin on the wing, covered by Irving. Gervin against Irving. The offensive rebound. Here's Green. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. And here's Bibby. Pass to McGinnis. Picked his pocket. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Knocked away. Here's Bibby. Plays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Collins checked in for free. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the shot is good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Oakley, he's checked in for Corzine. Here's Jordan. There's the pick. The drive by Green, and he comes off the screen and slams it through. And at Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
McGinnis' shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
76ers trailing. Maybe with it. That's good.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Freeze checked in for Philadelphia. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The drive by Jordan. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago trailing here. 6 on the shot clock. The 8-footer. And that one goes long.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
This is to Collins. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Dawkins. Second chance effort. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan dishes to Green. Gervin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Julius Erving. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
And so he hits both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
A tough position. Free passes to Dawkins. The kick out to Erving. McGinnis against Oakley.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. It's open. Take it.
They trail by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
And they're in position to take the lead.
You know what? A bucket here would mean a bunch at this stage of the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Now Macy tries it from 19. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out the Jordan Player of the Game, Daryl Dawkins.